Thank you so much for being here. I am very pleased to tell you a little bit about the recent work that we are doing at the moment, and in particular also putting that in a larger context. I am a software engineer, but I would more talk about software language engineering here than just software engineering, which is the topic that puzzles me for a while already. And the situation becomes more and more important because currently, or recently, we see that almost all disciplines that we see in the world are becoming more and more digital. So, subtitle digitalization, that means we have to deal with domains that are potentially driven and owned by people that are not software and not even engineers, so no software developers, not even engineers, but completely different people. I used to say that the domains that are least software or don't use software at the moment is typically the lawyers and the building engineers, but even they start to use software and to digitalize their life more and more. So we probably have the situation that the languages that we have are absolutely not sufficient for those kinds of people and for those domains. So what we need to come up with more and more languages. But before we talk about that, I would have like to, again, a small slide that we are using quite a lot at the moment is when we talk about digitalization, we have potentially a lot of engineers that develop things. We have daily life. We have scientists also that want to understand the artifacts of the real life more and more. Physicists, chemicists, and so on. They collect information in large quantities now. And what they actually want to do is they want to not only understand and analyze this information, but also to condense that in some kind of what they call models. And then bring that back in form of theories to the scientists or in form of practical tools to the engineers. And the word modeling is there on the top part. That basically means models are not only used in our domain, but in a lot of other domains too. And just to show you where models are really almost everywhere. The top line is scientific models. I mentioned that yesterday already. When you look at scientists, what they do is essentially they model quite a lot. But the real thing, which by the way can be very big, even galaxies or very small, there's all kind of magnitudes. They have the real thing already there, and then they build the model to understand reality. While the engineers do it the other way around, they build the models